This week on another riveting episode of the Golden Age of Gear. It is formerly the guy known as Snowcap Joe and myself, Derek, looking at the Badcat Era 30. Did you know there's a dude that calls you Snowcap Joe in all of the comments?
No, I didn't.
Because they don't know what a toque is if they're not from Canada. And every time I see it, I'm just like, I've never heard anyone call it a snow cap.
I saw somebody on my Instagram call me Snow Hat. Something with Snow Hat. I was just like, that's a goofy thing to call a toque.
Yeah. So now you're the baseball hat guy.
Well.
Or as my son calls it, hat guy.
Hat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He puts a hat on and he's like, I'm hat guy now. And I'm like, all right. So
completely unrecognizable to the world.
And yesterday he got his name is Max, and he got a like Mario baseball cap with the M on it.
Yeah.
And he loves Mario and like Nintendo stuff. And he's like, Max. And I'm like, Mario. And he's like, Max. And I'm like, fair.
Fine. Yeah. There you go. You win, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, what do we got here, Derek?
So this week is something really special. So this is the Badcat Era 30, which is a new amp from them that was designed by Mark Sampson. And this came out at NAMM this year, and I got a chance to play it just afterwards. We're really good friends with the guys at Badcat. They let us store our trailer at their like compound after NAMM, so you know we didn't have to drive around Los Angeles for the better part of a week with a massive trailer, because that's a huge pain in the ass. And when we were done, Luke and I went over and we got a chance to try it in their like little testing room. Mm-hmm. I was just blown away. I don't own any, or I should say, I didn't own any EL84 amps until now. So nothing like Matchless or Voxy until this. Now, the other thing I should mention is that this is the last amp that Mark Sampson designed, because tragically he passed away shortly after NAMM.
Yeah.
So I was really fortunate I got this last week. And to be honest, I have barely played it. I plugged it in with the guys here at the shop, I think on Friday, like right at the end of the day. And that's the only time I've played it before sitting down this morning as we're getting set up. And it's, spoiler alert, it's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
we checked one out at Sweetwater. And it's kind of been haunting my dreams since then. So should we play through it and make some noise?
Yeah, for sure. So we'll talk a little bit about it. So it's a 30 watt EL84, like I said. Now it's got different preamp sections. So it's got one of the channels is EF86, and then the other is 12AX7. Now I don't know if this channel, I honestly don't know enough about the amp because I haven't read the manual, because, well, I don't. So
he can't read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never learned.
We're not supposed to tell anyone that.
He also can't swim. It's weird.
It's also true. Yeah. Mostly because I'm afraid of water.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't even drink it.
And ghosts.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe?
So it's got one EF86 preamp tube, and then it's also got three 12AX7. So I'm also not sure, is this just one EF86, or is it a blend of EF86 and 12AX7, or is it three 12AX7s on the one side? I don't actually know.
Who knows?
I just know that it's labeled EF86 for this side, and then the 12AX7, and you can blend the two. Yeah. So, I bet you it's like one 12AX7 for the preamp, one for the effects loop, one for the phase inverter. So I bet you it's one each. One each.
Yeah.
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 Makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you I know most of this about you, but you're more of a Fender guy, so you're not really an EL84 guy, are you?
I just really haven't spent a lot of time playing through those kind of amps, so I can't really even say that I'm not. I love this thing, so maybe I am. I know I can't remember whether it's 84s or 34s, but you can swap them with 6v6s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's 84 you might be able to.
Yeah, 34 is definitely not.
34 is with 6v6. Or sorry, 6L6.
6L6, yeah. Right. So yeah, the 84s are the lower output tubes, is that right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if the tube socket is the same either for
right.
Yeah, I should know this because we're amp builders, but I don't because we don't build anything with EL84s.
Right. I feel like they are. But anyways, I want to try one in my little Princeton that I built. I have a feeling that EL84s would sound sick. But anyway,
We get asked a lot about like if we would do an EL84 version of like the D20, and none of us here are Vox guys, so none of us have ever gravitated towards that.
yeah.
That type of power section. So maybe, I don't know. I'll have Dan listen to this because he hasn't heard this yet either. So
Yeah. I know Lowell George, who's one of my favorite guitar players, his Dumble had EL34s in it.
okay.
So I don't know, maybe slide players like that.
We use 34s in the 10th anniversary Generator 120. Also in the G50 uses EL34s. They're great. They're more like, more mid-focused, and like they break up faster. So they're kind of a little bit, brittle's not the right word. I would say like a little bit more aggressive. So they work really well in high gain stuff.
gain, yeah.
But you lose headroom and you lose bottom end. So if you want something that's really, really fat sounding, yeah, probably 6L6 over it. But
Yeah.
but let's check it out. I'll turn some knobs and stuff, and maybe we'll try it with a couple of different guitars and
Sure.
see what we think.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
yeah. So on the EQ, what's interesting, the depth control is actually a 6-way rotary pot. So it's like fixed positions on the depth. It's not sweepable. Like I'm used to most amps that your presence and depth controls will be just fully sweepable from, kind of 0 to 100.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And I didn't notice that the treble pot was like you can hear it, add or decrease top end depending on which way you're turning it, but it's not drastic. Like when I roll it right off. Like even crank, that's not piercing, which
That's
normally,
not crazy at
yeah.
all.
All right, let's try the 12AX7 side.
Would you pass me a guitar pick? I dropped mine when I was putting the doozy back there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ooh. It's right there. That's interesting. Like when you dime the bass, like it pulls the top end. Like it doesn't just add bass,
And
but
the mids too. It
yeah, it
scoops them quite a bit.
yeah.
That is such a usable tone control. Like, you know, imagine recording and, you know, you're doing something like this and you have like part like that and then you need something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Never before has that been played in an open tuning capo to B flat.
it does sound like you've just rolled your tone control right off.
Yeah.
Like all right. So it right now we're just running it in the 12AX7 mode. You can blend the two. So let's see how that sounds. I should also mention the signal chain today is the amp. We've got a pedal board plugged into it. The only thing that's on the pedal board right now though is the Avalanche Run is in the effects loop of it. And this has I'm pretty sure it's a serial buffered effects loop. For sure it's buffered. Yeah, and then nothing else that we have on the board, which actually we have a pedal camera, so Luke can actually show the board, kinda. So anyway, high tech.
It's under the tip.
Yeah, I mean, you can barely see it, but it's there.
It's there.
So,
it exists.
all right, so let's hear the two together.
Just a moment of silence for my homies. That's really good.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
it's really punchy.
And the master is
Yeah.
so it's got room.
Yeah, I had it cranked before when we first got here from when I played it on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real good when you crank it up. I should also mention we're running through a Revv 4x12 cabinet, and I believe this 412 has a pair of WGS ET90s and a pair of Veteran 30s in it. I'm not 100% sure because it was the cabinet that was here. But I know it doesn't have Celestians in it because it's an older cab. And Manny, we are using which mics?
Telefunken M81.
Telefunken M81 and
AEA N22.
AEA N22 on it today. So, yeah.
Ribbon dynamic combination.
Yeah. I have no idea how it sounds to them, but it sounds awesome here. So,
We got 3 thumbs up.
yeah.
4 thumbs up.
I'm gonna take it for a swing.
As my pals Dan and Mick would say, would you care to have schwang?
I would.
Schwang-a-lang.
I'm actually gonna get rid of the. I just love how just punchy that is. Like in the room, you can feel like a cat moving here. Can we talk about the fact that there's nothing better than that? Like there's nothing better than a 4x12 that moves air.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I can't imagine standing in front of like a full stack 100-watt Marshall every day. Like that's why all these crazy old guys are deaf.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway,
But it was amazing for the whole time until.
Yeah, they had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely imagine it.
Yeah.
I would 100% be doing it. So. Like it cleans up pretty well. I mean, that's the 12AX7 channel. I don't know if we're supposed to call it like the green channel and the red channel. The light grows green on this one and red on that one. So the green channel. There's some other cool things that I'll point out about it too. I like things that light up. Like obviously Revv's logo lights up. I like the light up Badcat logo looks awesome.
I have always liked that.
Yeah. Like
It's
Matchless does that too,
yeah,
and it's
classy.
Yeah. Like that tone is so good. And for it to clean up. It's very, very like dynamic or like touch responsive. All the buzzwords that I know everybody hates hearing, but it's the best way to describe it. So, all right, let's check out the. Yeah, like. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
Together. I often don't love when you stack drive channels together a lot of the time on amps. Like sometimes it works, but sometimes it's just a mess. Because I feel like if the gain stages cascade into each other at all, that they can, there's something that sucks. It's my pot on my guitar. Oh no, we did figure out it was the board.
It's
it's the gig rig thing.
It's our switcher,
Yeah. There's many things here that are like in some form of disrepair that we just need to repair.
Namely you and me.
Yeah.
That we need to replace.
Yeah. That's not getting repaired. Yeah.
No.
Years of trying.
Yeah. This is as good as we get.
Yeah. No, I like stacking overdrives, but I often find if you stack two channels together in the same amp, it turns to normally turns into like a wall of mud.
Yeah. Not this.
This does not.
No.
No. Which I did like how this was when you increase the depth, like brought more low end in on the red channel when I was just playing the red channel.
Yeah.
But this right here, when it's blended. Yeah.
I mean, so turning the bottom end down in this channel and cranking that channel does a lot for the clarity.
Yep.
But there's honestly not like so far just messing with it. There's not an unusable sound in there.
No, it's really killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one other thing that I think is really cool, which I might screw it up. Can you reach the standby switch? I think the standby there. Look, the eyes get dimmer.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like nice little subtle touches that yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Bad cat, such a good cat.
Oh, bad kitty. Yeah. Killer. I'd love to hear, of course, I leave it till the end to ask about people in the comments. Any of you guys have any experience with Badcats? Like, I want to say I've played back in the day, I played like the Cub, I think. I did play the Lynx, the Jet Black, and the Hot Cat, I think they're called. So Badcat kind of revamped their line 2 years ago, I think, at NAMM. They released them, and they had like a high gain thing, a kind of Hot Rod Marshall thing, and then something a little more, I think, a little more Fender / Vox inspired.
Yeah.
I don't really remember. I remember playing the high gain one and being like, "Oh, this sounds really good."
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is kind of in a different league from anything else that I've played from them, for sure. No offense to their other stuff. This is just really amazing.
This is a flagship moment. Like,
Yeah.
this amp is really, really singular.
Yeah. I was really stoked to be able to get one. I messaged my buddy John, who does sales over there, and was just like, "Hey," I'm like, "I know there's probably a wait list. How long is it? And can I get on it?" And yeah, and it worked out. I thought I was on the wait list, and I was not. Like, I asked back when we played that Sweetwater, I was like, "Hey man, I want to get one." And he's like, "Yeah, I could have one for you in June." And I'm like, "Okay. Sounds good." And then he asked me what color I wanted. I'm like, I didn't respond. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Black. And then I messaged him. I'm like, "Hey, it's June." I'm like, "Any chance that's up?" And he's like, yeah. He's like, "You didn't choose a color, so we don't have an amp." Like, we haven't done anything. He's like, "I do have a black one." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's good."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I wonder if they do leopard print. It might be too much cat, but
But you're into it.
I would be into it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So there it is. That's the Badcat Era 30, guys. Let us know what you guys think of, Badcat stuff. Also, if there's any other EL84 amps you think we should try, because I have never had luck with Vox stuff. I've played one AC30 that was really amazing, and then every other one I've played is normally, all the other ones I played are either at a store or they're backline amps, and honestly, all the backline ones have been shit.
Yeah. The garbage.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So let us know if there's something cool we should check out. Yeah. Thanks for coming and hanging out. You want to play us out? Oh, yeah?